Hi, I'm Willis Sparks, Global Macro Director at Eurasia Group. And if you were one of those people who was fortunate enough to attend PwC's Business Leaders Forum at the Convention Center in Dublin on Tuesday, November 8th, you might remember me as the guy who was standing on stage confidently predicting that Hillary Clinton was about to be elected President of the United States. Well, I thought you might like to have an update on that call, because there are some important takeaways here that are relevant for PwC, for all of the people who are in the audience, for Ireland, and for the world more broadly, to say nothing of the United States. First, a general comment. I think one of the things that we did here at my firm was to prepare for the possibility that we were wrong, to write a lot about what a Donald Trump domestic policy and a Donald Trump foreign policy in particular might look like. And that's the lesson here. After a financial crisis and the Arab Spring and the Eurozone crisis and a migrant crisis and Russia and Ukraine and of course Brexit, we're living in a world where we really have to continually expand our conception of what is possible. And in order to devote resources, time, energy, money, all resources, toward preparing for a wider range of alternative futures than maybe we're comfortable with. The Trump vote reminds us that we're not always good at predicting the future, but if we prepare ourselves and our clients for all of the credible outcomes, we're going to do better than our competition. The second point I want to make is specific to Ireland, because I know that there is a lot of interest there in the future of corporate tax reform in the United States. And you might think that now that we're going to have a Republican president while still having a Republican-dominated Senate and a Republican-dominated House of Representatives, that makes corporate tax reform a lot more likely, a result of unified government. Not so fast. One thing that we can say here is that on the issue of anything to do with corporate life, including taxes, Donald Trump is not your typical Republican. He is suspicious of anything that smacks to him like what he might call corporate welfare. So it's not going to be as simple as you might think to get to corporate tax reform in the United States. Clearly the odds of that have gone up since we saw the outcome of the results, but not as much as you might think. And that, at least, will be good news for Ireland.